I am wearing this red pin in honor of my next two guests who are both impacted by cardiovascular disease. Hana Hooper and Mili Gentzkow were recently surprised with this year's Woman of Impact and Teen of Impact Awards, a fundraising competition that benefits the American Heart Association's life-saving mission. We are so pleased to welcome them, along with Hana's mom, Allie. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations. That's a big deal.
Thank you so much. We're happy to be here.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Hana, I want to start with you. Back in 2016, you were a freshman in college, you were away from home, and you had your first stroke. Oh my gosh, that must have been so scary. What happened?
Well, I was sitting on the sidelines of a rugby game, watching the game be played, and all of a sudden I felt like something was really wrong. I had the worst headache of my life. My left leg wasn't working properly, and my vision was kind of funky. So my friends rushed me to the ER, where I was diagnosed with migraine and sent home. I was an otherwise seemingly healthy 18-year-old, so I don't really blame the hospital for sending me home with the migraine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually my first stroke caused by a blood clot going to my brain.
So you were put then on the heart transplant list. While you were waiting for a heart, you suffered another stroke. How did that impact you?
Well, it impacted me a lot. The second stroke was a lot worse than my first stroke. It was caused during a surgery, open heart surgery, to place an LVAD in my heart. And it put me in a coma-like state for 3 months.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She had to relearn to walk,
Talk.
eat, all of the things, and she went blind during that.
Yeah.
Oh, Allie, I see this. We're showing video right now, Hana, of you going through your physical therapy. I mean, it's not easy, and the strength of your heart, not to say anything, is incredible. And you did end up getting a new heart in 2018. It saved your life. What do you want others to know about heart disease and stroke?
Well, I think what I want people to take away from my story is that heart disease can affect anybody, any time of life, any age, any gender, it can affect you. And also to make sure that people know their risk factors and that they advocate for themselves.
Advocate for themselves. That's so smart.
It's important.
Yeah. How has this been for you, Mom?
I mean, it's been quite a journey, but we just figured we would take it one step at a time, and all you can do is keep going forward. So we knew she had it in her. Stroke is it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
So even today, she's still recovering and improving, and
your resilience, you're just an inspiration.
Oh,
thank you for speaking out. And Mili, I know that you were actually born with a heart defect. So this is something that you were born with. Tell me about your condition, if you would.
Yeah, so I was born with a heart defect. It's known as tetralogy of Fallot, or blue baby syndrome. What it is essentially a combination of 4 major heart defects in your heart. My pulmonary valve and my pulmonary artery were severely deformed, along with multiple holes in my heart, and my aorta was displaced as a baby.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it was a lot more than my mom and dad had expected.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so you have had now since 2 open heart surgeries. Wow, what did your recovery involve?
Well, I have to say the first one at 4 months old, I can't really remember.
That's true. I get that.
Yeah, but for my second one, I was around 12 and a half. The doctors decided it was time for me to have a second open heart surgery. The recovery time was more than I had expected, about a week in the hospital, and then a month afterwards at home. It got complicated when I developed a condition known as SVT, or supraventricular tachycardia, and I had to go in for a catheterization procedure shortly thereafter.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Mili, and so now you are not just thinking about yourself and being a normal 15-year-old, you actually went out and raised $64,000 for the American Heart Association. We're gonna show some video right now of when you learned that you'd been named this year's Teen of Impact. Oh, look at how cute you are! I can't. I know that you have said that there's going to be more surgeries in your future. What do you hope the money that you raised will do?
Yeah, well, I mean, my main goal with this money is to obviously raise awareness for heart conditions like this, but also to help the American Heart Association fund research for future development into more less invasive procedures for kids like me.
Yeah.
Because less invasive procedures means less trauma, less recovery, and overall a better outcome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, Hana. not to be let down, your team raised $145,000, which earned you the Women of Impact, not just for Puget Sound, but nationally as well. We're looking at this video right now. It's beautiful. Yeah. What kinds of activities did you organize during the 9-week competition?
Well, it was really a team effort. We've been pretty open about my heart journey since it began. But the entire community of our like people we knew from living on Mercer Island and stuff, they all joined in and helped to fundraise. We had a line dancing event.
Oh, fun.
A friend of mine who likes to host line dance. She taught line dancing. A friend of mine hosted a concert. What else?
Pickleball tournament, a yoga class.
Yeah.
We had
a Valentine's Day tea.
Oh, that's fun.
Where we spread heart facts. Yeah.
Had a scavenger hunt with heart facts.
Yeah.
I love this. So I guess my question to you is then, you know, from what you two are doing, leading up, being the Teen of Impact, the Woman of Impact, can the rest of us help you by doing our part as well? Not just spreading the word, but like getting involved with someone who's doing this work?
Yeah.
I think spreading awareness and starting to talk about risk factors for people and talking about the work that the American Heart Association does, which is so valuable in the research, in advocating for women's health, and also health equity, the work they're doing. I mean, they really fight relentlessly for that because heart disease, you know, it takes 1 in 3 lives every year.
Yeah.
1 in 3 lives.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you both all so much for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure. What do you think you're going to take away from this experience, Mili?
I take away a lot of gratitude for my parents, for my friends, and everyone who helped me through this. And most of all, I'm just so happy that I got to do this. I met so many amazing people, and I think I found more of myself through this campaign.
I love that, Hannah.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much same as Mili. I want to say thank you to everyone who joined my team, to all the people who hosted events, to Jason Consolation for doing an amazing concert.
For all the donors.
Yeah, to all the donors as well. And to everyone who's been part of my heart journey.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you both so much for sharing your stories, sharing your bravery and your inspiration with us today. It has been an absolute pleasure meeting you both, an honor truly to all of us here at New Day. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, well, if there is someone you'd like to nominate to be a part of next year's Women of Impact, please visit the American Heart Association's website.